All right, I am about a week and a half in with the Bionic Gym, and as I've stated previously, it got a lot different in the pro levels and a lot different higher into the pro levels. Once I hit about 45, 50, and then on into 60 on the pro levels, I was sweating more, and according to my watch, which I know isn't completely accurate, um, my heart rate was up. So my heart rate was hitting about 120, 125 when I was on the pro levels between 50 and 60. I think I topped out at 65 a couple of times, but then just gradually increased it as I was sitting there for the 2-hour sessions. I actually went to the gym to get kind of a fake baseline. Like, I know it's not scientific or anything, but I jumped on the treadmill and I did what I would normally do for a workout on the treadmill, which is usually 5% incline going up to 10 or 12%, and 3 miles an hour going up to about 3.5 miles an hour. Doing rolling hills because I like to simulate, going hiking. And my watch, the same thing I was using to judge my heart rate on the Bionic Gym, was hitting about 125 to 130. So, to me, going off of that, using the Bionic Gym at pro level for 2 hours at 50 to 60 intensity was giving me about the same workout as I would get on the treadmill, at least according to my watch, which again, I know isn't horribly accurate. That being said, I think everybody's going to be different. Everybody's going to get different results. For me, I don't think that this is something that would replace exercise or replace a workout. Definitely wouldn't replace cardio, but I feel like with my lifestyle and time restrictions when I am at the gym, sometimes I only get 15 minutes on the treadmill, maybe 2-3 times a week. So being able to throw these on and get my heart rate up, get a sweat, actually have some type of workout going on while I'm sitting here working and getting things done seems beneficial to me. Obviously, a week isn't long enough to get real results. How much body fat you lost, how many calories you're burning, things like that. But I'm going to incorporate it. I'm actually going to go back to the gym now that this week of testing the Bionic Gym is out, but I am going to incorporate it into my workouts. So the days I don't do cardio at the gym, I'll strap them on. When I'm sitting at the desk working, I'll strap them on. When I go out of town and I'm at the hotel room, I'll strap them on and get, a 2-hour pro, 50 to 60, maybe 70 intensity, depending on how I can go up gradually, while I'm just hanging out at the hotel room or working and doing whatever I'm doing. Especially on days when I can't hit the gym, because there's not always a gym at every hotel room you stay at. So I'm definitely going to use it from that aspect. I think for other people who maybe aren't as strong in cardio or don't work out as much are going to see huge benefits from this, at least from a motivational perspective. When you have them strapped on, and don't get me wrong, it's awkward. It took a couple of days to kind of be able to increase the intensity because it's weird. It's like somebody's punching you in your thighs repeatedly over an hour or 2-hour span. It's very awkward, but you get used to it and you can increase the intensity, which increases your heart rate and, in theory, increases the amount of calories you're burning. I don't think that this should replace normal exercise, going outside for a walk, going to the gym, lifting, things like that. I don't think it can replace it, but I definitely think that it can augment it. And I'm going to do that. And like I said, augment it when I go on trips, or, when I don't get enough cardio done at the gym, I'll throw it on there. And I will give an update, see how I'm doing in probably 2 months, and see how the bionic gym's working out. As far as the system itself, I think the app could use some updates. I think that there needs to be some kind of a tracking system in it. Right now, there's none. I also think that they need to change the battery. That whole mechanism is very proprietary. Actually, my charger for it broke already, and I've been using one of my kids' hair ties to hold the charger onto it, which is a big negative for me. I mean, I've had it for a little over a week, and it broke probably third or fourth day in. And when I say broke, I mean there's these little magnets inside of it, and one of the magnets fell out, and now it won't stay connected. So there are things like that I don't like. The pads, I know on some of the reviews it said the pads wore out really quickly. Mine don't have that issue yet. I haven't had any problem with the gel pads at all. But when I take them off, I'm very slow. I saw in a couple other videos they just kind of rip them off. I'm very slow at peeling them off, and I put the plastic back on top of the pads when I'm storing them. And I think maybe that'll probably save them a little bit, instead of just rolling them up as I've seen in a couple other videos and putting them to the side. So if you have questions, go ahead and leave a comment. I'd be happy to answer anything, especially as I go along in this trial of the bionic gym journey over the next month or two, and incorporate it into my workout schedule and see what kind of results I get.